If, like me, you are a fan of the globe-trotting archaeologist Indiana Jones, you had been counting down the days to either playing or experiencing the new Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I sure was. Now, having got the game and sunk a few hours into it, I have so much to say. I'm Harry, this is the Review Lab. Let's get into it. Developed by Bethesda and Machine Games, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a first-person action-adventure game set within the universe of this beloved character, Indiana Jones. Set in between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade, the game puts the gamer in Indiana's shoes as they travel the world to uncover the mysteries of the Great Circle. Now, as I said in the intro, I've sunk a fair few hours into this game, and whilst I still haven't finished it, which is a good thing, and we'll get to that in a second, I do have a lot of thoughts. First and foremost being, I absolutely adore this game. What could have easily been a rip-off of the Uncharted series with the Indiana Jones characters thrown on top is instead a carefully thought out and immersive game. The game is brought to players through first person, and this isn't surprising considering Machine Games' previous work on the Wolfenstein series. However, when this was first announced, there was a little trepidation of the first person gameplay. Even me, I was apprehensive of the adventure being first person too. However, now I'm playing the game, it makes complete sense. The game works all the more better for you being in first person, because you truly feel like you are Indiana Jones. Of course, the game jumps to third-person perspective for any cutscenes or gameplay of Indiana climbing up and down, etc. But for the most part, you are looking through Indy's eyes, uncovering the clues and the mysteries as if you're there in person. It's really impressive. What also adds to this, and is also just as impressive to me, is the game's sound design. It really stood out to me where I was in the middle of a busy Italian courtyard near the Vatican, or exploring a tomb underneath the Great Sphinx. The sound design in this game only adds to its immersive nature, and of course, the punch sound is super cool. Now, the care to detail in the game's environments and characters doesn't go amiss either. When starting the game, you replay the prologue from Raiders of the Lost Ark. They could have put their own spin on this, but they don't. Instead, they respect the source material, and they get everything down to even the mannerisms of the characters spot on, so you can recreate and replay one of the best scenes in the saga. I really, really admired this. And then, after this, you're thrown into a completely new and unique adventure. Once the game gets into its own story, you also get many Easter eggs that are spread throughout fairly well. Fans of the film series will really appreciate this and have a great time trying to find these artifacts. It's mainly thanks to the large scale and depth of the story's plots and environments, which is the reason I haven't finished the game yet. Currently, I would say I'm about 7 to 8 hours in, and I would argue I'm probably only in the second act. But I adore this. This game allows me to either take on the main path or you can take on fieldwork. Now, these fieldwork are separate side missions. A few do help play a part in the main story, but primarily it allows you to explore the maps and explore the different mysteries that they've got peppered around, and I have been exploring everything. I haven't done this where I've explored every nook and cranny of a game since probably the Spider-Man series, or even The Last of Us Part 2, Uncharted 4, etc. You really want to take your time and explore every tomb, cave, or hidden area and see what treasures you can unlock, and this only heightens all the gameplay and is exactly what you want from an Indiana Jones game. Now, whilst in the movies, the titular character is played by Harrison Ford, in this game, our hero is played by well-known game actor Troy Baker. You will most know him for the role of Joel in The Last of Us. Now, Baker's impression of prime Harrison Ford is pretty much spot on. He gets all his little voice mannerisms exactly right, and while some might feel sad that it's not Harrison Ford, I assure you Troy Baker does a fantastic job in the role. Now, having the game be set in between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade means we get Indiana in his prime. We do get hints regarding what happened to personal relationships and the character, and this only helps develop a character that's been around for quite a few decades. Now, at no point does the game try and deviate away from the character we get in the movies. It only works to further develop his character, so you just get a lot more love for him. Now, overall, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a fantastic game that fits perfectly into the Indiana Jones franchise. Whilst all gamers will have a great time with this action-adventure game, it is the fans of the franchise itself that will really appreciate the time, care and dedication that's gone into making this amazing adventure. Now, I appreciate I still have a little way to go before completing this game, but I really hope they make more. This Indiana Jones fan is extremely happy with what we've been given, and to be honest, it could very well be one of the best Indiana Jones adventures ever. The Review Lab score of this game is 5 out of 5. Have you played Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? Are you currently playing it? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Love to hear from you.